What's up, peoples? It's Alex from ASC. It is officially ASC Audio Tuesday. No, it's not. It's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday, Thursday? I don't know. I've had a mental week. I'm not sure what day it is, whether I'm coming or going. I'm busy trawling internet for fascias, if I could find one, for a car that I've got in. Let's talk through some stuff. What we got going on? The shop has been crazy this week. Let me just go and mute this radio before we get copyrighted. Because I've... shut up, Chris. There we go. What's going on? I have had a bit of a mental week. Got this bad boy in. It is a big Chevrolet Tahoe. A dumbass name for a car. This was purchased. It's owned by a Russian called Val, who's brought it to me. It was actually a film car from a company in London. They do, various rentals for movie props and things like that for vehicles. And he ended up buying it, liked the car, and he's given it to me now to sort out some wiring, strip the interior, put some stereo equipment in and make it loud. So at the minute it's kind of a work in progress. I've had 2 late nights on it so far all day. All the stuff I've kind of been taking out of it. It's a bit of a pain, this one, because it's a American car kind of into the UK. They've basically Tetrasil, which is like this really sticky tarry glue, kind of like a bed liner, but it doesn't dry, it stays tacky. To kind of prevent it from rust. But what happens is all the seat bolts, let me just grab one, as you can see the sticky gum crap. So all of the bolts underneath the chassis are they're all full of this gum, so trying to get anything out, like the seats getting out, the front and the back seat, took ages. Because you're putting so much pressure on a ratchet, you're worried about snapping it, but it's just the gum sticking through the thread. So that was quite fun. I'm having a nightmare trying to track down a fascia for this one. It's having a single din Pioneer. Let's just go over here a minute. This thing here, lovely bit of kit. So it's having one of those. The old radio was a single din, I think it was a JVC or a Sony. It was basically molded onto the bottom of what was left of the old factory radio, which kind of slots in on those tabs. And then they had a number plate, a cut down number plate, registration plate, holding the radio up in the air. So that's had to go because it was just a bit Mickey Mouse. So that's the hole for the radio here, which is what we've got to fill with that single din. I've got like amp cables, power cables, all sorts of bits and bobs. The install is kind of going underway quite well. These are the driver's door. Kind of controls for the electric windows and stuff like that, and they now have kicker tweeters mounted in them. But obviously when that's in the door, the original look will look the same, but you won't know other than the sound is better. The door cards for the car, the front door cards are over here. They've already got the kicker KS components fitted in. I'm just mounting the crossovers and then running in all the cabling and the sound deadening in the door. The backs have already done. There's actually a kicker speaker already behind this. It's having a KX amplifier, 5-channel. It's quite a beast, that amp, and it's got a remote control kind of bass cube for it, and then it will have this kicker Solar Barrick 10 in a slim ported box, which should be quite nice. Those things, that's what I've got in the chaser, and they are quite loud. They certainly thump. It's enough for anyone, I think, one of those. So this is where I'm at for the past few days. I'm hoping to get it kind of finished before the weekend. But with everything else coming in, it's a bit crazy. I'm working long hours, trying to get it all done. You know how it goes. Had a visit from Snap-on yesterday. Paid for the box. My sort of monthly rental, if you will. I didn't buy anything, don't intend to, not at the minute, not until it's all sorted out. I'm waiting on them cancelling the finance on one box and then sorting that out with the other box, or this box, so I know where we are with money and what I owe left on the box. But I haven't had any tool purchases. It was literally say hello, you know, nothing's happened yet. They reckon it was going to take a couple of weeks for the finance company to all the accounts people to sort it all out, but yeah, anyway. So car talk, back on with the Tahoe. Yeah, because I can't find a fascia for it, I did find a company that said they had one, but it shared the same fascia as a Hummer, but it turns out it doesn't. So I've ended up getting the router out and I've made this wooden panel for now. It's actually trimmed in leather. It'll hold a single din and I'll support it from the back. So that's going to be the front of the car radio. You know, the flip up monitor is going to come up from here, and then everything else can stay the same, but it looks all right. It'll serve a purpose. And we've got the kicker speakers in there and the crossovers and stuff. What else? Chaser, we said last time, I said I'd love to play the Chaser for you, but was a bit, you know, cautious about music, getting copyrighted, and I'm just trying to find, oh, they're on the top, just trying to find my Chaser keys. Let's just jump in here. So this has the Kicker IQ stuff, which is kind of like their flagship material, shall we say. Let me just switch this on. There's my little stereo.
During parking mode.
Just
Motion
let her
detection
talk. That's
recording.
the camera.
9 occurred.
Turn that down. Make sure we've got nothing in there. So I have
Recording will now start.
downloaded some music.
On your smartphone, connect to a Wi-Fi network whose name starts with thinkware.
I'm just going to pop you down.
GPS connected.
Shut up, woman. I'm just going to pop you down. Now, I don't know how much of this you are actually going to pick up, because the problem you're going to have is that it's a phone, and the phones don't really pick up the quality of the car or the level of the car. I'll either deafen you or it will just sound really bad. So I don't know how this is going to work out. We shall see. Let's just have a little look. So I'm going to try. This is apparently copyright free music, so I'm just going to put you on a moderate volume, so I apologise if it sounds bad. That's quite a lot of bass. Because I don't know whether that's doing you any justice, but you get the point. You either understand it or it's just going to sound crap on the phone microphone and you're just going to be like, Alex, your stereo sounds crap. Well, maybe. I can't tell. I will only know when I listen back to it what it sounds like. But that's the Chaser. So it does sound okay. That's some copyrighted music, non-copyrighted music. But hopefully you got the point of that. What else has been going on? I've been doing some bits to the Lotus this week. You know, I talked about wanting to get a different style light for the back. We originally had these things. These were like the original lights from the, what they call like the 99 onwards conversion. So you get the round lights. But I wanted the new crystal lights, which are these kind of ones. I managed to find the center two, the white ones on, I think they're on eBay. I had a bit of a bargain with them. I got them for 100 quid a pair, but the outside ones cost me a darn sight more, because they are quite rare, quite desirable. And in doing so, I got some new connectors. Love these things. Just nip over here. got these new connectors. You've probably seen these if you're into electronics, but you've got those connectors there so you can make loads of waterproof connectors. And I modified the car loom because I wanted all 8 lights working at the same time. I've done away with the, you know, we talked about the bulb issue with these. So we no longer use these, I think they're 380 bulbs. All of that loom has been taken out because it was just being a pain in the ass. So what we've got instead, so from a side, they kind of look like a bit of a gem light, but once you get in front of them, you get a lovely halo. I'm not going to put the brake on because it's real bright and it'll blind the camera, but that's basically what you get. So we have all 4 lights working perfectly. Obviously the LED, the rain light down at the bottom, which is quite nice. So I'm dead happy with that. It's exactly how I wanted it to turn out. And it looks fantastic. It was a bit more than I wanted to spend, but totally worth it in the end. Also, I bought some spacers for the back. One thing about the Lotus, although it handles well, they were never really kind of like made as a stancy car. I hate that word, by the way. But anyway, the Chaser is kind of a bit manly because the tyres do poke out quite well from the arches. But the Lotus, it's not really that kind of thing, and the tyres were stuck in a little bit. Now I didn't mind that, but I do like a bit of poke. So I bought some 58mm spacers for the rear. They're 5x112, but it turns out my hubs are actually 60mm, not 58. So I gave them to a mate of mine, Rob, who works at a machining company, and he managed to machine the hub out for me to 60. And now I've got a nice level tyre, and it gives the car a bit more poke, a bit more grr, which is quite nice. It just kind of fills up the arch a bit, doesn't make the wheels look like they're so tucked under. They're only 25mm spacers, but I think they've made a big difference to how the car looks. Obviously still cleaning and polishing and whatnot, getting it ready for the show. I did, you see the polish on the elephant just here. I did I never realised how bad the paint was on the Chaser. I had a bird crap on the roof, and I got some G3, which is like it's like a body shop compound, like a fine cut, if you will. And I polished a bit where the bird shat on it, obviously after I'd washed it, and I realised the car was white and the rest of the paint was actually yellow. So I ended up having a busy day, masked all the black stuff off, and I actually went over the whole car, clay barred it, and then machine mopped it, so like some real fine cut, and brought it all back to being like a really nice brilliant white. The only downside is I think I've made the bumper and the side skirts kind of look really yellow now against the white car. I don't know whether you can pick that out, but it's all now, I've got to go over it again, but it's all nice and soft and shiny. But I think there's a definite difference with the colour of the paint and the bumper. That's probably a better view. So the Chaser is nice and white, but now the car is it's two-toned. It's like a bit of a fruit salad, which is not ideal. What else? We've got many a job coming in the next couple of weeks. Oh, hang on, customer. Back again. Sorry, guys. Somebody picking up a vehicle. Yeah, next couple of weeks, I've got a holiday coming up, but I'm pretty much now booking into late or early sort of mid-September. Workshop is going to be busy pretty much every day. So I will try and stay on top of the videos and get some more content out there for you guys, do some more bits and bobs, and see where we go with it. Obviously, I said before, there is a new direction in the channel. I want to change it slightly. But we will do more and more as the days go on. When the weather clears up, we've got pretty much about 3 or 4 days of rain here. It's not been a really nice day. You can see on the camera, everything's wet outside. We've had quite a lot of rain today, and it's due to rain for I think 3 or 4 days. But I am going to get out in the Esprit. I am going to go up to Cafe Machine, and I will do some videoing and stuff while I'm up there. I might do a little you know, pass me the camera, going to do a vlog kind of thing. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we'll do a bit of a drive. We'll do a bit of a chat. We'll talk about what's on there, car park, what's on show, you know, anything cool up there. Because there is, if you've never been, you've got to go because it is really good. So we will go up there in the next sort of couple of weeks, hopefully, and get a vid out on that. But I think as far as like today's go, it's all systems go. There's a lot going on in the workshop. As I say, about my third day now on the trot late, so I will crack on, get some work done, get some bits and bobs finished. But I wanted to bang up a video, you know, let you know I'm still here. But we will discuss more as time comes on. Speak to you soon, guys. Have a good Wednesday. See you later.